The ceremony is going to be an important one because, of course, it is not only steeped in history, it's also steeped in religion. It's taking place at Westminster Abbey. The Abbey where ceremonies to crown previous kings and queens have been going on since William the Conqueror in 1066. And the religious element is very important. But it's not just the Church of England which is the focus for King Charles. He is, of course, officially known as Defender of the Faith, but he's also said in the past that he wants to be known as Defender of the Faiths, to reflect a multicultural, multi-faith UK. Well, I'm very pleased now to say that I'm joined by Marie van der Zyl, President of the Board of Deputies of British Jews, who's in front of Buckingham Palace for us. Marie, it's so good to have you on the programme, and just tell me a little bit about how important religion is to King Charles, and not only the Church of England, of which obviously he is the head, but also all religions, and how he wants to reflect all religions in the way that he reigns, and also for his coronation as well.
Thank you so much, Marion. It's wonderful to be here and part of all this. The King, after the very sad passing of his mother, within a few days asked a number of faith leaders, including myself, to Buckingham Palace. It was a real privilege, and he made it clear there that he was not just the defender of the faith, he is a king for all faiths and none, and he really wanted that message to be seen very, very early. And when we had the funeral at Westminster Abbey, all of the faith leaders, including myself, I led the faith procession, were in a very, very prominent place. And before the King even became king, he was very supportive to the Board of Deputies of British Jews. He attended our 250th dinner, and in 2019 he arranged a very, very important event for the Jewish community at Buckingham Palace. So I know how important all faiths are to the King, and this is going to be a very special occasion for all of us.
What kind of advice have faith leaders from the Jewish community given or would potentially give, if they haven't already, to King Charles III about his approach to what is a very multi-faith, multicultural Britain now, very different to the one that his mother took over when she was crowned queen back in 1953?
I agree with you. It's a very, very different diversity, and I think the King already was there, to be honest, even before he was the King. He immediately got the tone and the messaging right, and I know that the Archbishop of Canterbury and other very important faith leaders are all on board with this message, and there's a huge amount of interfaith cooperation today. So I think this is actually really important to the King himself, and it's very important that he continues to engage and make sure that a wide diversity of faiths are represented, which is what he's doing.
Marie, I'm not sure if you're attending the ceremony, or if not, where will you be watching it from?
I will be watching the ceremony in Westminster Abbey in the North Transcript. So I'm delighted on behalf of the leadership of the Jewish community to be given an invitation. And I'm also going to the concert as well. So we're looking forward to a fantastic weekend. And the day of the coronation is the Sabbath for Jews. So it's very important that, because this is the monarch, Orthodox Jews are allowed, provided that they walk, to actually go to this ceremony. So it's a lovely occasion, although most of the Orthodox community will have to catch up later, but it's a magnificent honour to be invited.
Marie, that's amazing that you have an invite and you're going to be there. That's going to be, I'm sure, a wonderful experience. Tell me a little bit about what you hope in terms of King Charles's reign after the coronation. How much do you hope that his reign will perhaps bring religions more together, create more cohesion between religions in this country?
I really think that it will do. At the Jewish community, I know we pray every Sabbath in our synagogues for the King and the royal family, and I know that the other faith leaders are so honoured to be here. It's brought us also closer together. I've got every confidence that this will continue, because the King has set the right message from the very, very beginning. And I think faith leaders have got a very important part to play in the community. And the Board of Deputies is a unique story. It was formed in 1760 to pay homage to King George III, and here we are today wanting to still pay homage to King Charles III all those years later. We have a great admiration and love for the monarchy in the Jewish community, and that really is shared by other faiths, and the involvement and inclusion is really welcomed. And don't forget the peers. Our previous chief executive, Gillian Meron, is also involved in that. So it's a wonderful way of bringing everyone together, and it's a unique thing that King Charles has also used the coronation to show Britain with all of its diversity and different faiths. That's down to him, and I'm sure that having made all of this effort right at the beginning, he's going to carry on and continue to involve all of us, and we love him for it.
Okay, Marie van der Zijl, President of the Board of Deputies of British Jews. It's such a pleasure to have you on the programme. I'm really grateful to you for taking the time to speak to us, and I hope you enjoy Saturday's ceremony. I'm sure you will.
Oh, I will. Thank you so much, Marion.